Yeah.
Alright guys,
Here we go.
we're back. Let's finish up strong. We got the night game and the Monday night games going on right now.
Penis.
We're going to start off at FedEx Field.
Nice.
Y'all know that means Dallas is at Washington. Dallas is
I thought we were talking Boise, Virginia Tech.
Oh, I see what you did there. But anyway, Dallas has been hyped up. Their offense and defense. A lot of people have them as NFC Championship contenders. So how do y'all feel about the Dallas Cowboys being favorites?
The Cowboys.
Cowboys being favorites, I think that's a good idea. What's the spread there, Josh? But that is the spread.
3.5.
Well, hot diggity day, and there's a 3.5 spread. I'm taking the Cowboys all the way. All right, I'm done.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's clear Des Bryant's finally come to play. It shouldn't even be close, this game. Donovan McNabb's all hurt and shit. DeMarcus Ware's going to kill him. Just like he did against when they played the Eagles last year, he had like how many sacks? Like 7 in one game. Donovan McNabb was like, I'm retiring after this game, but he didn't. He pulled a Brett Favre. Cowboys. Okay.
I also have Cowboys. They're on the road, but I really don't like the Redskins. To see how Donovan McNabb's ankle is doing. Cowboys is a better team. Every position, they're better. So.
All right. Before we get to impact players, I want you guys to give me each one person that is a must start in this game for fantasy and one person who is a must sit for this game.
I'm thinking over here.
I forgot what dang game I'm talking about.
Look it over here.
Must start in this game is going to be Tony Romo. Secondary, the Redskins not very good. Must sit for this game. At least in our league, Donovan McNabb. He's gonna get sacked like crazy. That's a lot of minus points. Mo.
Miles Austin. Let's see what he does with his new contract and if he's actually a one-year wonder or not.
1 year wonder.
Okay.
Michael
He's an impact guy.
So is that who you're starting?
Yeah.
Who are you sitting? Who's a must sit?
Sit?
Yeah, who's a must sit in this game?
No. We'll go Marion Barber. First of all, he won't get that many carries. And the Redskins, if Hainworth is playing good, they have a pretty good rush defense.
Very good. All right, so who's going to be your impact player to determine this game, which already seems one-sided?
Pretty one-sided. I'm going to say Felix Jones.
I like it.
It's obvious the Cowboys could pass it, but we want to see if they could run it. Felix Jones.
Why isn't Sarah Walsh here?
Okay. Felix Jones, this is your only chance this season's going to be your chance to have a breakout season, to pass Marion Barber and make him the second running back
He
again.
is the first running back.
I know, but I mean, like, keep it in position.
Okay.
All right, Josh.
All right. For the Redskins to have any chance, Brian Arakpo has to have a really good game. He has to get to Tony Romo or they'll just be destroyed.
Where's Moreno?
So, Brian Arakpo.
Cool. All right, cool. So we're done with Sunday. Let's head over to Monday. Everybody's new favorite time of year. Cue the music. All right. First game, we got a double matinee going on tomorrow night for the opening weekend. So we'll start off with the first game. Obviously, we got Baltimore at the new Giant Stadium or Meadowlands Stadium. What's it called?
Meadowlands.
All right. So we're Baltimore at Jets. Jets are favorite. Phil, how do you feel about that?
I need a spread.
3.5 Jets.
Taking the Ravens. I think the Ravens are going to win it anyway. Mark Sanchez is just not very good. I don't care if the Ravens someone said this to me yesterday that the Jets are going to win because the Ravens have no secondary.
Who said that, John?
No. I simply responded, well, that's okay because the Jets have no quarterback. So it balances out. Ravens are going to take it, and I think it's going to be a landslide.
I actually had the Ravens at first, but then I looked. I only had 3 home teams winning. Usually home teams win.
Yeah.
So I picked the Jets. It all falls on. That's not home. I had the Ravens at first.
Okay. Josh is a big Jets fan.
I'm not. I'm a Yankees fan.
They want him.
Mark Sanchez has to do good here.
This is actually going to be a very good defensive game. Baltimore, for the past decade, has been known on having a great defense. The Jets are an up-and-coming defense with Revis and all their linebackers have a good core. So, with that in mind, who do you think is going to have the biggest impact on their team to give them the chance to win this game?
Biggest impact in terms of the whole team, I'm going to say... I like it. It's going to be Joe Flacco.
The fuck is that?
It's the perfect girl.
Anyway, that looks like a bottle.
a
Joe
bottle.
Flacco, as long as he can make good choices, he has plenty of weapons to throw to. As long as he make good choices and stay away from Mr. Revis, all will be well for the Ravens.
I have 2 matchups. Revis against Bolden. David Harris against Ray Rice. That's my matchups.
I like it. Baltimore actually just added
Who's your mama?
Hujamazada. Hujamawada?
Hushmanzada.
Hoosh. So we'll see if that added depth of wide receiver can pay off against a great Jets secondary. Actually, this has the lowest over-under, 36.
It should be
It's
lower.
lowest out of all of them.
Taking the under.
All right. Taking the under.
Take the under.
It's like 17-13 or something.
Yeah, it's not terrible. All right. Last game
Of
of week 1
Duncan.
of the 2010 fantasy football
Let's try it.
season. San Diego at Kansas City. A little bit of a lackluster game. I don't know. I mean,
Look at it.
San Diego's favorites. Should be a pretty decently easy game for
Decently easy.
yes for San Diego. So Phil, San Diego's our favorites.
I need a spread, sir.
Chargers are 5.5-point favorites on the road.
5.5 on the road. I'm gonna take the Chiefs in the spread. I think the game's gonna be a lot closer than most people think it is. The Chiefs are pretty good this year. They're gonna turn it around in a very competitive and open AFC West. I think they'll win it all, and I think it starts with the Chargers tonight.
They're going to win the Super Bowl, right?
No, just the
That's
division.
winning all.
Just the division.
Winning all.
Just the division.
Don't say winning all. I have the Chiefs also winning because they're at home. And I saw, again, I only need 3 home teams. I really like the Chiefs. The additions of Charlie Weiss and Romeo Crennel, 2 fat people, should help out.
2 fat equals win.
Exactly.
And Taylor Hall.
So, and then I'll wait for my other stuff. But Chiefs are just, I don't know, I think they're up and coming. Let's see what the Chargers can do. They have a lot of question marks.
2 pretty good quarterbacks
Tuca?
actually. Not Tuca Rask.
Tuca.
No. We actually got 2 pretty decent quarterbacks going up against each other. Matt Castle.
Or an 8. I think it's a 6.
Matt Castle had a little lackluster season last year
Find out when next
because they established the run game very well. With the addition of Thomas Jones to complement Jamal Charles,
We're good.
who do you think is going to have the biggest fantasy impact this game? Not necessarily like defense or anything. Like who's going to be the guy?
We got it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, just freaking out.
Jamal Charles is going to have the biggest impact. Thomas Jones may be up higher than him on the depth chart, but Jamal Charles is definitely their go-to guy. It's not going to be funny. He's better. Thomas Jones is fuck him.
Before I get to my fantasy question, before fantasy impact, the biggest question is, how does the loss of Vincent Jackson affect Philip Rivers, and can, the receivers, Malcolm Floyd, Legadou Dane, I think Patrick Creighton they just got?
Yeah.
Let's see if they can step up. So because of that, my fantasy impact guy is Antonio Gates. He will get a lot of targets this year.
Receiving yards.
He'll get a lot of targets.
This game.
They'll put like 4 guys on him, and they should. He'll probably double teamed, but Antonio Gates should have a very good season. Definitely good first game.
Cool.
All right, 2 stats.
He has 2 stats.
These are 2 really good stats. All right, so before I start, this is a guy named David Fleming on ESPN. He's an insider. Every week he's thing called 12 things, and there are 12 kind of facts that are going to impact the week. The first one's for the season. How many more yards per game do you think Chris Johnson needs to get 2,500 yards in a season? How many more per game?
6.
60.
Really? 6?
70.
Needs 31 more yards per game. Which, think about it, that's not that much. That's like 15 rushing yards and 15 receptions, 15 receiving yards a game to get 2,500 yards. So it's actually pretty possible he can get it. He's not going to get it, but I'm just saying it's possible. This is a pretty shocking stat. What percentage from 2001 to 2009 did teams that rushed the ball on 4th and 1, what percentage did they convert it if they ran it?
If they ran it?
0.
30. 70%
of the time they ran the ball on 4th and 1, they converted. So the guy was saying that it shows how coaches are scared to run the ball, and they actually 70% of the time. That's a lot.
Wow.
So
that's a shocking. Those are very good stats.
Thank you. And there's 40 seconds.
Thank you for the research. All right, we're done for today. Till next week. It's Josh, Phil, and Craig. Make sure you check us out on youtube.com/PCFantasyFF. Follow our Twitter at twitter.com/PCFantasyFF. We're out. That was terrible.
No!